The way top agents are farming neighborhoods just changed. While mailers and door knocking can still work, there's a new method that's faster, cheaper, way easier, and it's delivering the best results we've ever seen. It's called psychological farming, and it's flipping the old school model on its head. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can use this strategy to start dominating your neighborhood and position yourself as the go-to agent without burning time or money. So what's the best, the fastest, the smartest, the cheapest way to farm a neighborhood in 2025? Well, I'm going to show you what most realtors do. This is after speaking with hundreds of realtors every single month. Basically, I see them doing mailers. That's a big one. They post on social media. You can do YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. Some even do door knocking, but really there's drawbacks to everything. I'm not going to go out and say everything's perfect. Mailers usually are a bit expensive, even just when you break it down per house compared to the way that I'm going to show you. Posting on social media is hard to get exposure, and it's just tough to stay consistent because you need to constantly be posting, and you're just kind of at the mercy of the algorithm. And then door knocking, cold calling, really just nobody enjoys it unless you're like a 1%. Then hey, you do you, right? It works, but you need to make sure you're consistent with it. But that's what most realtors do. I'm going to show you the easier way, the faster way, the cheaper way that realtors are doing it in 2025, basically taking advantage of the new way of psychology to reach these homeowners in your market and just consistently stay top of mind. So I call this psychological farming. You can see if you watch all of my videos, I'm big on psychology and actually getting in the mind of these people, because no matter what you do, it's all human to human. Every single thing is human to human. So if you understand how people are, how they behave, what gets their attention, that's how you can be really successful with this, but most importantly, make the most money possible. So first you need to identify where's the attention. Well, in today's day and age, it's the digital age. Everybody's on their phone, even older demographics. You'd be surprised that these older platforms, or these platforms like YouTube, for example, are bringing in 75-year-old sellers that are looking to sell a $1.75 million listing. That's actually what I helped an agent get. The lady was like 76 years old, which is pretty crazy, but just everybody is online. Everybody's online, whether you like it or not. I'm not going to say every single person is, but when I say everyone, I mean 95, 97% of people, right? So now we know where attention is. It's all digital. How do you choose the right platform, right? There's so many platforms out there. There's Google, there's Facebook, there's everything. What you need to look for is, number one, targeting capabilities. Can you actually target specific neighborhoods? Because, right, if we're going to farm a neighborhood, you probably want to target a neighborhood. You don't want to target an entire city. The second one is intent. Are we targeting people who actually have intent? And this is a caveat, because you for sure want to have that brand recognition and exposure, but ideally you don't want to be wasting your money on those homes who don't have intent. It's still good to stay in front of them, and I'm going to show you how you can do that, but our primary focus is on those homeowners who have intent, because those are the ones who are ultimately going to make you money, who are going to want you to list their home. It's those people actually looking to sell, right? I'm sure you've ran Facebook ads. You call them, they say, oh, why are you calling me? I didn't sign up for this. I'm not looking to sell until my dog lands on the moon. And it's like, okay, it's just a waste of your time. And then the last part is, which platform delivers you the best brand recognition slash exposure. So all the platforms honestly are good for exposure. I will say, like Google PPC, that's not good for exposure because you're not getting your brand out there as well. Same with brand recognition. Facebook and Instagram is a bit better. The brand recognition is solid, but there's just a lot of generic stuff. And honestly, so many realtors are advertising on Facebook nowadays. So it's about choosing the right platform. So really there's two different routes you can go. You can go the Google route, or you can go Meta. So this is Facebook and Instagram. This is also YouTube included in there because it's all through Google. I'm not even going to talk about TikTok and Snapchat. I've done TikTok ads before, but those aren't great. But really what I've seen is the best platform by far, hands down, is YouTube. It really has it all. Facebook, it's cheap. You're not able to target at all. You can't geo target. Again, Google, you don't get any brand exposure, but I really do think YouTube has it all. So really, I love it because it's geo-targeted. It's all intent-based. You're guaranteed to get reach and exposure, especially when you're doing the YouTube ads, which is what I'm going to show you. You build your personal brand because think about it. You're basically running a branded commercial to these people in the neighborhood you're farming. They're going to see you on their TV, on their phone, on their tablet, on their computer. They're going to see you everywhere, and you're going to be there 24/7. It's like when they see you, they're going to compare you to Dwayne Johnson because you were both on their TV. right? Maybe not to that extent, but that's the goal. That's what we're trying to hit. And then consistent inbound calls with a funnel that I'm going to show you. And then it's also fully automated, which is a nice part. Once you get these ads up, you don't really need to do much. I do recommend testing sometimes, but it is pretty simple, pretty automated as well, which is kind of crazy. Whereas compared to this, it's all manual stuff. Mailers, you even got to decide what you're going to put in the mailer, what you're going to post. And then obviously this is hard, but I'm going to show you the exact funnel now so you can just go ahead and copy it. So my goal for this, I want to give you as much value as possible so you can go out and just copy it yourself and go get some listings. It starts by number one, targeting the homeowners in your neighborhood. So because it's on YouTube, we're able to target people who, number one, own a home that are also in your specific neighborhood, which is pretty crazy. You can geo-target really, really precisely. So it's basically mailers on steroids. Because what you could also do, and I didn't even put this in here, but you can only target the motivated homeowners in your neighborhood. I'm not going to go into that a ton now, but I think if for starting out, I think it's just good to target everyone who owns a home. So that's a good base. We know, okay, these people own a home in this neighborhood. From there, there's so many ways you can get in front of them. You can, send mailers, you can door knock, cold call, all of that stuff. But think about mailers, for example. It's such a long-term play. It takes forever for someone to actually give you a call because you're not actually having a conversation with them. And most of the time, your mailer is just saying, hey, look at me. I did this, right? And people really don't care for the most part. Obviously, you do. If you have a decent presence in your neighborhood, you'll probably still get decent response from it. But you can just 20x the results by having almost a conversation with them, right? The second best way to get in front of these people besides having a conversation, which if you want to go have conversations with them all, go cold call. But I'm sure you're watching this because you don't want to cold call. But the next best way is using video. Now, when I say video, I'm not talking about going out saying, hey, if you're thinking about selling your home, give me a call. That can work better for farming. But what I see so many realtors don't do and just don't understand is that you need to provide value. Think about it like this. If you're a homeowner in this area, you see multiple realtors advertising, who are you going to trust? You're not going to trust anybody. But then there's one agent, there's you. After watching this video, you're providing value in the ad. You can offer some sort of ebook, some sort of guide tailored around selling your home in that specific neighborhood. And think about that. If you give them value upfront, who are they going to trust? It's going to be you because you were the one that actually provided them value rather than just asking for them to give you a call. Now, with that, it basically all leads back to the inbound appointment. So after they get that value from you, if they want to, you give them the option to just book directly on your calendar, right? Like they can give you a call, but if you clearly make the next step booking on your calendar, it's just going to increase your conversions and your appointments so much more, right? So many agents could get 30 times the amount of appointments they're getting now if they just had a proper system to actually get the appointment rather than just having people give them a call. Yeah, it's great, but if you can direct people to your calendar, think of how many more appointments you're going to get booked. So that's the first part, that if they watch the video, they can go ahead and book on your calendar. If they do trust you enough, they like the value you're providing. And I've seen about 1 in 4 people that come in are just going to book right on your calendar, which is nice because it's almost like a referral quality lead basically. Now, the second part, if they don't book right on there, we're not ending there. We need to stay top of mind 24/7 with these people. So anybody who watches 25% or more of this video and it's tailored around helping people in your area sell their homes, so we know they're interested in actually selling, what we're going to do is just retarget them 24/7. Now, what that means. Now, first of all, what is retargeting? It's basically, again, the people who watched at least 25% of the video, we're going to basically take a pool of those people and only show videos to them, not the other people who didn't watch 25% of that initial one. We're only going to target those people that we know are interested in this. So it's really to a warm audience. That's the best way to say it. It's no longer cold traffic. We know these people have motivation and they're already familiar with you, which is a bonus. Now, how much does retargeting cost? What I say is, rule of thumb, usually $1 per 1,000 people. So if you have 1,000 people in your area, you can literally spend $1 a day to retarget these people, right? And if you break it down like a mailer, it costs like 50 cents to send a mailer to a home. In some cases, I might be a little off with that. But if you think about it like that, you're spending $1 a day to reach 1,000 people in your market. So it's super, super cheap, super cost effective. And the benefits, I mean, can go on and on. What I'll say, it's the cheapest form of advertising by far, but the main part is you're just building your brand equity. You're positioning yourself as that authority, as that go-to agent in your market, and you're just always staying top of mind because these people are familiar with you. But once they kind of get in your retargeting audience, you just constantly hit them with content, content, content. But the thing is, it's not like mailers where they're just seeing it and it's, oh, give me a call if you're interested. It's gonna all tie back to booking that inbound appointment, because that's how you're actually gonna make money from it. Now, with retargeting, there's a couple of different options what you can actually do. I recommend, one, just being in front of the camera, just talking. You can give some more value about the current market. It doesn't even have to be about real estate specifically, right? You can talk about a new ice cream shop that just opened up down the block, and people are going to resonate with that because you're actually in their area. And if they see you actually in their neighborhood, a quick tip, don't tell anyone this, but if you make a video walking through the neighborhood, they can be like, oh, that's my house in the back. Do you think that's going to get their attention and build their trust? Of course, because it's the familiarity bias, where they see something and they instantly trust you because they recognize it. And if it's their home, it's even better. What you can also do is target them with listings that you have in their neighborhood specifically. And I'm going to show you how to leverage your listings and basically circle prospects without just automatically with the system in a second. And then also what you can do is client testimonials. I highly recommend doing video testimonials from your clients. If you can get some of your clients to do a video testimonial for you, that is going to just print you listing appointments. I'm telling you right now, those are the three biggest things. Number one, you're resonating with these people. That's the point of this one. This one is they're seeing you're doing production. They're seeing you're a really good agent. You're good at what you do. And then three, they're seeing someone like them, and it's just building so much trust because they're seeing that testimonial, seeing that case study. And then again, it all ties back to this inbound appointment. Now from there, once you get those appointments, you just hop on them and get the listing. And it doesn't end there. That's obviously great. You made a ton of money. Now what we're going to do is take advantage of that and just multiply the listing. And this is basically digital circle prospecting. What you're going to do is kind of like what I showed you up here. You're going to take your listings and just basically retarget it to this neighborhood. So what I recommend doing is, once you have this listing, I want you to go shoot a video. Say, hey, I'm going to be listing Sally's house, and you're going to show it, and they're going to be like, oh, I know Sally. You're listing her house, and you're going to be like, I'm actually in the neighborhood. And I'm actually in the neighborhood, and I'm able to provide a couple home valuations to people around the area who are interested in how much they can get for their home. So if you want me to stop by while I'm in the area, just feel free to book on my calendar, and I'll stop by and give you a valuation. I'm already doing it for a couple of your neighbors as well. So make sure to just book while I'm still in town or I'm still in the neighborhood. And that's one way. One way that would be even more powerful is after you actually sell the listing. Say, hey, do this similar message, but hey, I just sold Sally's home for $26,000 over asking price in 34 days using this new method that I have, and basically say, hey, and if you want to see how much more you can sell your home for, I'm in the neighborhood. I've already given a couple valuations to some of your neighbors. If you want me to stop by and give you valuation to see how much more you can sell for, feel free to just book a call and I'll stop by. So it's pretty much the same thing if you kind of get the gist of it, but you're basically just leveraging the listings in the business that you already have and just basically multiplying it. So when you get one listing, you can easily get 3, 4, 5, 6 listing appointments just from that one listing you have, because they see you're actually doing production. They're already being retargeted by you, so they're already familiar with you, but you're basically you're building a monopoly in your neighborhood because you're just going to be everywhere 24/7 on phones, TV screens, computers, tablets. You're going to be everywhere, basically having your own branded commercials. And these people, when they do want to sell, even if they don't book directly on your calendar right away, who do you think they're going to call when they want to sell their home? They're going to call you after they've seen you done it for all of their neighbors, and they see you everywhere and they trust you. That's the most important part, is building that trust. So that's exactly how I would do it. Again, it's fully automated once you set up. It's super simple. Get consistent inbound calls. You're not only getting out there, you're also building your personal brand, guaranteed reach and exposure, intent-based. It's all geo-targeted. And again, I think it is a lot cheaper just in terms of the ROI that you get from something like this compared to all of the old ways right here. Right. That's why a lot of realtors are kind of going away from that and going over to this new method right here. And not to mention, it's also so much quicker with all that stuff, especially mailers. You're having to wait a couple months to get someone. But with this, you'll get inbound listing appointments coming to you within the first couple weeks sometimes. Right. So that's the entire system right there. I hope you got value from it. Again, my goal for this video is to provide you just as much value as possible so you can just take it, go copy it, go get some listings with it. But I sell implementation, not information. So if you do want me to implement this for you and help you get a couple extra listings, maybe farm a neighborhood, or if you just want to reach your whole market as a whole and get some listings with that, feel free to book a call with me using the link in the description. We can kind of chat about what you're looking for, how many listings you're looking to get a month, and we can kind of go from there. Not to mention, I also do have a guarantee that some agents will like. So just book a call, see if you qualify for that. But other than that, I appreciate you watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.